Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne or Michael Benjamin Jacobson. I mostly flow in the Matthew Robert Payne anointing, but I can understand people understanding the Michael Benjamin Jacobson. Here's my T-shirt. The world needs more Jesus preach. Uh, the world doesn't need more Jesus preached. It needs more Jesus lived. This is going to be a little T-shirt, a little preach on what this T-shirt means. Last week, I got off a train and I saw a young, really attractive brunette, probably between 18 and 22, and she was with a boyfriend or something, and I noticed she had earrings with a pentagram on it, and so I've been dealing with some witches lately and warlocks, and that was particularly interest to me. The fact that she was pretty was particular interest, but a girl that young, would be my daughter, not my girlfriend. And so as I was walking down this entrance to a station, she was talking really loudly behind me, and finally she ended up saying, and then my parents locked me up in my room and wouldn't let me go. And as I was turning into the station platform, I said, I turned around and said, I hope they didn't lock you up too long. And she smiled. And then I went this way and they went that way. And then I went this way, went on to another platform, caught another train, walked to the bus stop to catch a bus. And as I got on the bus, this witch and a boyfriend got on the bus before me, and thought that was particularly strange that I hadn't seen them on the platform catching the next train, and hadn't seen them get off the train. And the first I see them is they're getting on this bus, and they went and sat up the back of the bus like people who are pretty negative sit up the back of the church. And I noticed she was attractive. There was this like pull towards her, like there can always be like this seducing spirit on some girls. She definitely had it on her. And then just before I got off, on the way, the boyfriend, I didn't notice him walk past me, but then I saw him at the front asking the bus driver directions, asking him if he stopped at Newtown, and the bus driver said no. And as the boyfriend walked past me, I said, the bus doesn't stop at Newtown, you need to stop at Ashfield and get a train to Newtown and then go from there. The boyfriend totally ignored me, like as though I didn't even speak to him, and he would have heard me, but he ignored me. As I was getting off the bus, there was an older guy, older than me. I know that's hard to believe. And he's older than me, and he was given the witch and her boyfriend instructions to get off at Ashfield. And I said, don't even bother telling him, he doesn't even listen, this guy. And I got off the bus, and as I was walking, I had another girl, Samantha, was walking with me, like astral traveling. And as I'm walking from the bus, I got this cramp in my side, and I told the Lord for it to go. I was walking towards my house again, and the cramp came again, and I told it to go, and it went. And then I was coming in the house, and the cramp came again, and Samantha was aware of it, and I said, whatever that is, send it back 3 times. I didn't want to hurt the person. They came back again, and I said, whatever that is, sent her back 7 times, which is biblical. Whatever comes can go back 7 times, and came back again after the 7 times. I couldn't believe that this pain went back 7 times and still came back. I said to Samantha, can you send this back at a rate that's going to knock this guy out? And she sent it back and it didn't come back in. And later that night, I was laying in bed and talking to Samantha and her coven, having a discussion. And I talked about this issue, and Samantha said, summon the girlfriend here. And I summoned the girlfriend, and she was quite upset and quite irate. And we settled her down and told her that this isn't the way to participate. She shouldn't be attacking Christians like she did. And it was quite silly wearing pentagrams in your earrings and attracting attention. And it's quite the wrong thing to do, to be attacking Christians. And we talked to her about Jesus and stuff. And today, Samantha and her girlfriend, Julia, said that this young girl wanted to say hello and visit me. And she's been with me, and we've been talking, and she's with me now. This sort of, Jesus preached, turn the other cheek and forgive your enemies. This girl really identified herself as an enemy, and she turned the other cheek. Well, I turned the other cheek and forgave her and loved her. And now she wants to follow me and be with me, and she wants to join Samantha's coven and be with the people that she runs. And Samantha has said hello, and here she is. Samantha has told me to preach this little teaching. And this is an example. When the world hits you, when the world bashes you, when the world hurts you, the correct response is to forgive and love. The correct response is to forgive and pray for the person. The correct response isn't to hit back. And the boyfriend needed to be hit back because the pain was just going to continue to happen to me. So it had to be hit back, but the girlfriend wasn't responsible. And she's here today. So the Christian church needs to learn to stop talking, stop preaching, and start to becoming Jesus Christ. And, you know, witches and warlocks have been told that Jesus Christ is Satan. They've been brought up to believe that Jesus is the enemy. If I continue to be a jerk, if I walk around being a jerk to witches, then I proved the point that Jesus is a jerk. So that we've got to show love. The people of this world have got to feel and experience love coming from us. And it's no use saying to witches that Jesus loves them. They've been taught Jesus is Satan, Jesus is their enemy. Saying that Jesus loves them is abhorrent to them. The same as saying Satan loves you to a Christian. It just wouldn't compute. And there's so many people out there preaching, trying to preach to people, trying to say Jesus is the answer. If someone can't pay the bill, you need to be the answer. If someone can't buy their shopping, you need to buy their shopping and be their answer. If someone's having a hard day, you need to make their day better. If someone can't carry the groceries, you need to carry the groceries. If someone can't cross the road properly, you need to help them cross the road. The Christian faith is a demonstration, not words. We should shut up with our words and start to demonstrate things. And, unless you know the 50 commands of Jesus, unless you understand what Jesus taught, there's no way you can be Jesus. Unless you know how Jesus lived, unless you know what sort of person Jesus is, there's no way you can demonstrate that to the public. The public don't need Jesus loves you. The public need you loving them. The public need you demonstrating care and love and compassion on them. The public doesn't need the mercy of Jesus. The public need your mercy. And so that's what this T-shirt means. This T-shirt says the world needs more Jesus lived than Jesus preached. And I hope that you understand this simple message. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to see your thumbs up. And I certainly love to hear what you have to say. God bless.